Guys, we have had a bunch of storms in the past 24 hours here in Oklahoma, and I just got back. We've been running all day from church to grandson's birthday party and all that stuff. So let's go check on the garden really quick before it gets dark. And here's the area that I always talk about how it floods so bad. And as you can see, that is still true. But the bridge looks appropriate there now. Hey guys, Future Shayla here. It's May 11th, and as I'm editing this video for you, I realized it would be fun to share some before and afters. So right here, I'm just talking about where we planted the Brussels sprouts back there, and then we had added radishes in front of the cucumbers and cauliflower. And then this is the May 11th update here, so you can see how much those radishes have grown. I do have a pot of mint in there as well for pest deterrent. So as we go through the garden, I'm going to share some clips from when we first planted each crop, as well as some updates from May 11th. That way you'll get to see where we started and the date it was planted, and then an update from the April 28th storm, and then a May 11th follow-up so you can see how much growth happened in those 2 weeks. So right here, we were planting that garlic, and then you can see how big it is as of April 28th. And then we're going into the broccoli, which was planted on March 25th. I realized when I looked back at my broccoli planting video, I labeled it Brussels sprouts, and that is not what I meant to put on there. It actually was broccoli. It's broccoli right there. Carrots, boy, I need to thin those out. That is, yeah, that's a lot. I'm gonna need to thin. Oh, I bet you we've got some pea pods coming up. Did you happen to watch our pea and carrot planting video from March 16th? Here in a second, we're gonna pull up a clip of that so you can see where we started as we planted those. If you've never grown carrots, I do recommend that you watch that video because there are a lot of great tips. Some people have problems with germination, and I do cover that. And as you can tell, my carrots germinated just fine. The broccoli and onions. As of yesterday, May 10th, I actually harvested my first peas. Look at that broccoli. Isn't that great? We've got some great heads forming. I'm so excited. I harvested my first radishes yesterday. The peas are doing great. With pea plants, it's a good idea to go ahead and pick your very first pea pods that you see forming. That encourages the plant to really bump up their production. So I expect that we will be having a lot of peas very soon. And then look at our Brussels sprouts. Do you guys remember when we planted those? Brussels sprouts are one of my favorite cool weather crops. And check this out. They have their sprouts. I've never had my Brussels sprouts form their sprouts this early in the season, so I am super excited about this. As you can tell on all of our brassicas, after the rain, we got hit hard with the cabbage moth. I was spraying the plants with BT before that, and then after the rain, I didn't get a chance to go out there and respray, and they got a hold of it. But the great thing is that it only affects the leaves, and I've started my treatment back up, so they will recover just fine. Now let's talk about zucchini. I've mentioned in the past the troubles that I have had growing zucchini because I get attacked so badly by the squash bug and the squash vine borer. I have tried everything to defeat those pests, and nothing has worked so far, but this year I'm giving it one more try just to see if I can't win. I'd really like to know if you guys struggle with those pests. I'm thinking about doing a video soon to talk about everything that I have tried, and we'll discuss what is actually working this year so far. Let me know what you think in the comments. Now let's take a look at our blackberries. Here from April 28th, you can tell that the berries were forming, and here in a minute, you'll see the clip from May 11th. They are actually turning red now. If you're not familiar, blackberries turn red before they turn black. Now, we always have an amazing crop of blackberries every single year, but this year it looks like there's even more berries on there than there usually is in the beginning. So I'm super excited about that. And if you aren't aware, we do have a video from earlier in the season where I was pruning the blackberries and showing how to get your canes more productive. I also have an article over on our website. In fact, I do have articles on all of the videos that I've mentioned today. I have corresponding articles to those on our website. And if you go to each video, you'll find a link to the article on the website in each video description. And in this video description, I will share every video mentioned today and the articles mentioned today. So I hope you will check that out if you've got any questions about anything. Oops. Forgot to bring these back in. I think that's a little waterlogged. I think the banana tree is happy. Those lilies are going to be ready to bloom any second. Got our milkweed over here and some bee balm down there. Look at this big old one. That thing is ginormous. I think I'll just go ahead and take this one on in. Yeah. Wow, look at that big thing. Wow. I've got some really exciting things that I've been working on behind the scenes that I can't wait to share with you guys. I think you're all going to be really excited, and lots of special things coming in the future. And that's a pea plant there next to that blue trellis. I had a bunch of tomato plants self-seed from last year, from seeds that got dropped last year, over in the main garden, and I didn't want them to grow there because they grew there last year, and I do a crop rotation. So anyway, I dug those up and moved them over here to the south garden, and they are thriving. And so you're about to see a clip of that here in just a second of what they look like now. I do need to go out there and get the suckers trimmed off, but they're doing good. See, here they are. Also, ground cherries are popping up like crazy in my garden, and I'm so excited. If you saw my video from last year, you know that it was the first year that I grew more than just one ground cherry plant. And every year I would only get one to actually germinate until last year. I think I had 4 or 5 ground cherry plants. Anyway, they dropped seeds everywhere and now I have hundreds. So I'm so excited about that. If you will stay tuned to the end of this video, I do have a funny clip to share with you regarding that pond, like I mentioned in the beginning. I think you're going to like it. Here's some more of the tomato plants that I dug up from the main garden and popped in over there at that blue trellis. They grew on the other side of the trellis last year in the opposite bed, but they've never grown in that bed that I put them in for this year. Look at all those ground cherry plants. Isn't that crazy? I'm so excited about it though. Guys, if you have found this informative or entertaining or anything at all, if you would please like the video. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I would really like for you to subscribe. We're trying so hard to grow this channel and we've got so much more content to bring to you, but it's really hard to do until we get more subscribers. So the more you can like and watch all of our videos, the more it helps us to grow the channel. And we would really appreciate that a lot. What the heck? What was that? I think that duck thinks that's a pond. Hi, ducky. Rocky, I'm afraid to let you out. Are you sure you gotta go out right now? If I let you out, are you gonna leave that duck alone? Rocky? Are you gonna leave that duck alone if I let you out? I think we should wait a minute. Okay, duck. Rocky, you promise you won't chase the duck? Promise? You just go potty and then come right back inside, okay? Rocky, Rocky. Rock, yeah, okay.